In this session, we discuss OSI model. OSI stands for Open Systems Interconnection. It is a conceptual model, abstract model. It is theoretical model. It was developed by International Organization for Standards, ISO. It specifies the communication functions of telecommunication or computing systems. It specified what its functions are, but it's not concerned with the underlying internal structure and technology. Its goal is this: when various communication systems are coexisting and working in an environment, they must work smoothly. That is, there must be interoperability. Interoperability is its main goal. OSI model has 7 abstract layers shown here. Top 3 layers are software layers, bottom 3 are hardware layers. I'll show the same diagram, enlarged one. The layers are starting from the bottom: physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, and application layer. See this diagram. There are 2 devices, A and B. Between them, there are 2 intermediate nodes marked red circles with X. A has its OSI layers, B has its 7 OSI layers. See, in any case, layers are same. Between any 2 layers, there is an interface. For example, between layer and 2 and 3, there is 3-2 interface. Interface is a connecting mechanism between 2 systems. It may be a hardware one or software one. Here, an interface is a connecting mechanism between 2 layers. Then, see the communication between similar layers. You take session layer, session to session layer, peer-to-peer protocol provides communication between these 2 similar layers. These are called peer layers. Peer means any entity, person, or thing having 2 peers, same status. For example, 2 CMs, 2 chief ministers, 2 principal speaks to each other, like that. 2 session layers. They communicate using this peer-to-peer protocol. Let us consider each layer. Physical layer first. This diagram and coming ones, 2 parts of diagram are shown. Left part is sender, right part is receiver. Centrally, a big rectangle represents the current layer we are discussing, and whatever layer above it and below it are mentioned. This, between 2 physical layers, there is a tube or canister or capsule shaped diagram. It represents transmission medium, wired or wireless. It mainly describes 4 things: transmission medium, wired medium or wireless medium. If it is wired medium, is it a twisted pair, coaxial cable or optical fiber cable? Then type of configuration, is it point-to-point communication or multi-point communication? The network topology, is it using mesh topology, star topology, ring topology, or bus topology? The direction of transmission, is it using a simplex, half duplex, or full duplex between 2 devices? Its main responsibility is physical connection between devices and then synchronization between transmitter and receiver. Synchronization is necessary. For example, if you are watching a video, say movie, there must be synchronization between video and audio, video and lip movement, for example. Similarly, receiver should be in synchronization with transmitter. And the devices used in this layer, at this layer are hops, Ethernet, cables, repeaters, modems, etc. Now, data link layer, second layer, layer 2. Hop to hop data transfer. Hop means node. It is a rough meaning. Hop means actually a movement from one node to other, one jump. Literally it means. It provides node to node data transfer, and its important functions are framing. Framing means it divides large message into small frames. Note that basic transmission unit in data link layer is frame. Then physical addressing. It adds a header to the frame. The header contains sender's address, receiver's address. Access control provides access to appropriate device. Error control, detecting and correcting data frames which are corrupted or lost during transmission. Flow control. Flow control mainly comes when the two parties are with the different speeds. When receiver is slow compared to sender, for example, then how the data rate is to be maintained, it is to be slowed down, right? That is called flow control. Receiver tells the sender, hey, slow down or stop. Data link layer has two sublayers, is MAC and LLC. MAC stands for medium access control. We use this word in the coming topics number of times. It handles physical addressing. Then logical link control, LLC sublayer, it provides logic for the data link and error checking and frame synchronization functions of data link layer. See the diagram. There are three end systems, A, D and F. B, C, E are intermediate systems. So there are two paths, A, B, C, D. Another path is A, B, E, F. Any adjacent nodes, for example A and B, data transfer between them is hop to hop delivery, right? B to E, another hop to hop delivery, like that. At the bottom, the yellow colored cells represent the layers: physical layer, data link layer. In the system A, B, E, F. Network layer, layer 3. It is responsible for connection between different networks. Suppose the two users are on different networks, then network layer role comes into picture. It divides messages into segments coming from transport layer into packets, assembles, and in the reverse order, it assembles incoming packets into segments. Note that, once again, data link layer in that basic transmission unit is packet. Network layer, the basic unit of information is data link layer, it is frame. Network layer, it is packet. And transport layer, it is segment. It also takes care of packet routing, that is sending the packets from sender to receiver in the optimum route, best route. It places the sender address and receiver address in the header. Then it controls the operation of the subnet. Our network is our LAN is a subnet. Subnet is nothing but a part or portion of a large network like internet. See, the rectangle is network layer. The colored boxes are packet. Packet has header and data. Above the network layer, transport layer is there, and below the network layer, data link layer is there. Two portions are there shown, sender and receiver. Right? The diagram, same diagram is shown previously. How hop to hop delivery is there. There we represented in the lower portion only 2 layers, now 3 layers. Next, network layer also. Fourth layer from the bottom is transport layer. Process to process data transfer is the main thing. Process is application program. Right? It's not system to system, but application program in one system to similar application program in other system. As I said, basic data units, here are segments. Message is divided into small segments. Each segment has an identification number, sequence number. Then flow control, error control. The meaning I mentioned previously. It may also provide acknowledgement of the successful data transmission. When data is received, it acknowledges. So the main layer is shown segments, and this one segment contains segment, packet, frame, anything contains header and data. The notation is different in layers. The word name is different. So above it, session layer. From session layer, data comes here and it goes to network layer. This transport layer, see, two systems are there. Above the systems, rectangles are represented like gray folded papers. They are processes. 3 processors are running on first system, and on the receiver second system another 3 processes. So one process from one system to the other, similar process on other system. System to system data is network layer role, host to host delivery. Transport layer means process to process. The upper one represented is internet connection. Session layer. Session means dialogue. Dialogue between 2 people or conversation between 3 or more people. So session layer diagram is there. Here, above this presentation layer, below this transportation layer. What are the roles of a session layer? It deals with the session. Beginning of the session, dialogue. Closing of the session, managing of the session. And when there is an interruption, reconnection also is its role. It allows half duplex or full duplex mode. It establishes procedures for checkpointing. It also includes authentication. It is identifying the sender or receiver. Sixth layer is presentation layer. Presentation is a misnomer. The word, actually it's not presentation, it is translation layer, better to call it. It is also called syntax layer. The role of it is translation of one format to other format. Sender data is in one format, receiver expects data in other format. So data is transferred from this format to that format using presentation layer. So it also contains data and header. Above it, application layer, below it, session layer. Other than translation, it has two roles, encryption and decryption, used for security purpose. Then compression, number of bits are reduced, that is, some valuable bits are not removed. It's something like removing spaces, unwanted spaces, or unwanted leading zeros. Application layer is the last layer, topmost layer. It is nearest to the user, end user. It provides user services. Mainly it provides, see the third point, browser services, email services, and directory services. And see the first point. It identifies who is communicating, who are the two parties communicating, what resources they do want, and synchronizes communication. It provides three services. FTAM, F means file, FT file transfer, FA file access, FM file management. This is the application layer. Header and data are shown. Three processes are shown. FTAM, see FTAM on both sides. Both systems are running file transfer protocol. So FTAM is a process that is running on both systems, sender and receiver. There is communication between this FTAM to that FTAM. Merits of OSI model. It is a general model, and acts as a guidance tool to develop any network model. It's also the best tool. It distinguishes between the services, interfaces, and protocols. Right? Clearly distinguishes. Then existing protocols can be replaced. A protocol by another is easier. It's not easier in TCP/IP. It supports connection-oriented services, connection-less services. I will explain this term in the next session. Demerits of OSI model. OSI model is standard reference model, but by the time it came into picture, TCP/IP model captured the internet. That is one thing. So for internet, TCP/IP is being used. It is difficult to define the various layers in the model. How to define a layer? You cannot do it easily. It is difficult to fit a new protocol in this model. We talk more about protocols, more protocols in TCP/IP. Difficult to fit a new protocol in this model. It supports many protocols. New protocol cannot be fit easily. There is some duplication of services at various layers. The same services are provided by two or more layers. For example, error control is provided by data link layer and also transport layer. Lastly, there is also interdependence among the layers. They are not totally independent. There is dependence of one layer on the other. Thank you.